Hello, everyone out there in the world, the Facebook world. It is Music Wednesday, and we are going soul today, right, Barry?
Soul. We
Right,
have
guys?
so much music, so much to talk about. I'm really excited about this.
We got so serious that we
Yeah,
put on
yeah.
headphones.
Yeah, we wanted to
today.
hear.
Yes,
We wanted to
yes.
hear everything. We've got Jermaine, Purifory, and Sam Patton in here to play with us. Where do I start? Jermaine, people will know you from
What a question. At the beginning,
church. They'll know you from American Idol. They'll know you from The Impressions,
Whoa.
touring with them. You've got a record coming out.
Yeah.
so
Well,
from the beginning.
From the
Jermaine.
beginning. Well, I'm from Cleveland, Tennessee.
Okay.
So Cleveland, Tennessee, and Chattanooga's always been kind of a second home to me because I sing so much here, perform so much here in the in the local music scene. So, but yeah, those who may not have a TV, they may not watch American Idol. So yeah, I think that back in like 2012 was when I first started kind of diving into the local scene here in Chattanooga. Met Sam, different guys. At a place that is now, it was closed, it was Mocha, it was open back in 012, and yeah. So that's where I kind of found my way, I would come and sit in, and then we were a house band, and so we were just kind of up there playing for like 5 people, sometimes 5 people, not all the time, but
At a good night.
on a good night, right?
Yeah.
And you catch a few tips, some coins, or something, but and then that's how I kind of got involved in the local music scene, and that's where different bands, how we were just talking about, it's a small town.
Yeah.
So different bands, you need a male singer, you need this, you need the keyboardist, whatever. We all just kind of, put in the word for one another, So that's been what's, as far as the Chattanooga music scene, yes. But yes, if you do watch television, back in season 9 of American Idol.
I just changed
saw
the
my face.
headline of our post right now to add in that you are an American Idol.
Oh,
in
God.
our mind.
Did I bury the lead?
Yes. So I mean,
Very
even though you have a lot of other accomplishments and have done a lot of other things, I think it's still really cool.
It is.
I
it
do.
is. It's just a little show,
It's a
It's
little
a little
bit.
show. No, American Idol was a lot of fun, man. It was Simon's last season, my season. So I always say, like, I don't know if you were on American Idol if you didn't experience Simon Cowell. So his last season was my season I was on, and he was never mean to me. So we're good.
Yeah, I mean, I like that kind of direct personality. I understand that.
He tells the truth. He says what everybody's really thinking at
Well,
home.
and
Yeah.
I understand that there's a bit of a little controversy because there were 2 Jermaines, right? 2 Jermaines. So
You
there's
better do your
Wow.
homework.
some people
Yeah.
think
You better do
the
your
wrong
homework.
one got sent home.
Oh my! Listen, Barry. This is how I know we go back. There was another Jermaine. He, I'm not gonna say his last name, but he was another contestant, and I felt like they kind of tried to do this little thing.
Dance.
Well, yeah, they were like, so there's another Jermaine here. What do you think? And I'm like, I don't. His mama named him Jermaine. I don't own the name. I own
Yeah.
my name, Jermaine
Right.
Purifory. So it's just the drama behind the scenes. I think they try to connect. We were both the same age. We both kind of do the same style of music. He had been on a previous show before. And I was like, hey, I'm just here to sing.
Right.
I'm not with all that. So I remember, though, those headlines is like, did the right Jermaine get chosen? And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
know. So, but he's really talented dude. So.
Okay, cool.
Speaking of, let's hear some singing. That's what
Let's
we're
do
here
it.
for.
Let's
And
do it.
Sam's
We'll talk some more.
talented too. He's just not talking right now.
Sam doesn't
He's
talk.
okay.
All right. I'll get it out of him.
What are you gonna do?
We're going to do some Al Green first.
Cool.
Love it.
Yeah. See, you're talking him up. He don't even play the right song.
I have that effect on men.
I'm telling you, Leslie.
Yeah.
This was Barry's request.
Oh.
Love it.
Okay.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is alright with me. See, you make me feel so brand new, and I want to spend my life with you. You see, 'cause since
since we've been together, loving you forever is what I need. Let me be the one you come running to. I'll never be untrue. So baby, let's stay together, loving you whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. Why do people break up and turn around and make up? I just can't see you never do that to me. Staying around you is all I see. So baby, let's stay together, loving you whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. Baby, let's stay together, loving you whether times are good, bad, happy or sad. Times are good, bad, happy or sad. Times are good or bad, happy or sad. Times are good, bad, happy or sad. Times are good, bad, happy or sad. Let's stay together.
Play it, Sam.
So good. So pretty.
I told you we were gonna have fun. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Al Green.
No, you can't.
Well, you
go
can
wrong.
if you don't know the word.
Well,
Thankfully, I know my words, Al Green.
Yeah,
I've
that
done
was
it
awesome.
before.
That
That was
was
a
really
good call
pretty.
on the
Yes.
headphones, by the way.
Yes, totally.
We couldn't hear everything before, so.
yeah, if we don't have these headphones on, we wouldn't be able to hear the beautiful piano.
Yeah, that was
over
great.
there, Sam.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, I could get used to that if you would like to just hang out, every
Hey,
every
listen,
day.
I'll come. I will wear out my welcome.
Oh,
I will be
good.
here all the time.
Great. Perfect.
Tell us about one of your other gigs. You just got off the road, right? With my friends Fred and Sam from The Impressions. I love those
Yes.
guys.
Mr. Fred Cash and Sam Gooden. Shout out to those guys. Hall of Famers.
That's exactly
Cool.
right. Yeah, Mr. is good.
Yeah.
Is right.
Where'd you
Oh,
go?
yeah. Ooh, everywhere. I did a 10-city tour with them over the U.S. and UK. I was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We were,
Steelers.
well, I'm not a
No.
football fan.
All right.
I don't know. But yes, it was my first gig with them. And then I was in Fresno, California, Anaheim, California at the Honda Center, which is
It's a pretty center, yeah.
humongous.
Yeah.
Then I was in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, the Sands Event Center in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I went to the Blues and Jazz Supper Club in Bethesda, Maryland. The
Awesome.
Meyerhoff Symphony Hall in Baltimore, Maryland. And then at the historic Union Chapel in London, England.
Wow.
And at the Winter Gardens Theater in Blackpool.
What an amazing.
Did I get it all in?
Yeah, you have a great memory. Amazing
I don't
journey.
think, yeah, it's been really fun. So
I bet.
What would you learn? What was it like playing with those guys? They are Hall of Famers. The
Yeah.
Impressions. I mean, with Curtis Mayfield when he was alive and still with them.
yeah.
Social conscience, a voice for a generation, a
Mhm.
community. Those guys are true professionals, from what I know. But what was your experience?
Well, I mean, I was just a sponge. I was a sponge. I was a student. I still am. Just watching them, especially at their age,
Yeah.
they can still.
How old are they
do
now?
it. Ooh,
They would be in their 70s.
Don't give me the line.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I
don't
hope
know.
that they're giving away secrets.
They're
but,
up
I mean,
there.
They were,
Well, I mean, they've been doing it for 60 years.
yeah,
So
60 years.
Crazy.
just music for 6 years. So you know,
Yeah.
do the math. But and then what happened was David Anthony. He's a guy. Both Sam and I both have worked with David Anthony. He does the cruise ship thing. He's from here, but he's always in and out of town. He'll, you know how you go on a cruise, you're gone for like 8 months, and he'll come back. And he on my birthday of last year, he's like, hey man, I have a gig for you. Now I'm thinking this is just a regular another wedding or whatever, all the kind of stuff we've done with him. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a wedding, it's a this or whatever. He's like, I have a gig for you. I was like, no, he has a gig. You know? So he was like, you need to call this number like ASAP. And he was like, well, the Impressions are looking for a new lead singer. They're kind of on their farewell tour, like, because they're close to retirement. But they're just kind of, you know, ride the wave out. And they're looking for a lead singer. I was like, oh, there's a cover band named The Impressions. Oh, cool. He was like, no, like the real Impressions.
Cool.
So I texted Fred.
Awesome.
And I was like, hey, I'm Jermaine, yada, yada. He was like, dude, don't text him. He doesn't text. They don't text. They are so old school. Like, they don't text. He was like, you need to call him.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear somebody's voice. And it gets rid of all the misunderstandings.
It does.
Communication.
It does.
Yeah.
So I called him, and he was like, listen, you need to meet me at the Texas Roadhouse tomorrow. We're going to talk. He
Have
gave
a steak.
Yeah. I was like, okay. I brought my mama with me because she's just nosy. And shout out to my mom, Shirley Purifory. She just wants to know what I was going on with her son. And then he was like, can you learn such and such amount of songs by December the 14th? And he was like, okay, well, good. Well, I need your passport information. It was just like, boom. Because we're going to London next summer. It all was just like, okay, this is happening.
Awesome.
And before you know it, I was just out on the road, getting fitted for a suit.
That's so fun. That's
I've
awesome story.
Met with them
Love
so
it.
many times over the years, and one of my favorite stories is when Eric Clapton flew him over to England
my
to
gosh.
record, and they met in the
crazy.
studio, and Eric told him, "Here's what I want. You come back tomorrow." Well, they all went home. They went back to the hotel and learned it
Yeah.
all night.
Yeah.
Showed up the
I
next
would
day
too.
and blew Clapton and everybody else. I said,
Aw.
"What you guys? We went home and we
Tell
learned it.
Barry
We're
be
ready to
doing
work."
his homework. You hear
I know.
me?
I learn.
You better
I
do it.
learn as you all are learning. Yes,
We wanna hear music.
That's what I'm doing.
Let's
yeah,
do
let's
it.
learn some more
What are you
about your
talking?
music.
Let's
What do you want to play?
Love the Day.
Ooh, okay.
So, Sam just wanted to be really mysterious today. Is why he wanted to wear his glasses. And
It's
stuff.
quiet.
Any of
I
that.
like it. It's a good look.
Yeah, it's cool.
The persona.
It's cool.
I don't hear it.
Does Sam have sound?
There it is.
There we go. Magic.
Just takes a touch.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and sunlight hurts my eyes, something without warning, love, weighs heavy on my mind. Then I think of you, and the world's alright with me. Oh, just one thought of you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. It's gonna be a lovely day, a lovely day, a lovely day, a lovely day. It's gonna be a lovely day, a lovely day, a lovely day. When the day that's set in front of me seems impossible to face, and someone else instead of me seems to always know the way. Oh, when I think of you, oh, and the world's alright with me. Oh, just one thought of you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Gonna be a lovely day, a lovely day, a lovely day, a lovely day. It's gonna be a lovely day, a lovely day, lovely day.
Every now and then I let Sam play just a little.
It's very kind.
then I'd look at you, and the world's alright with me. Oh, just one thought of you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. It's gonna be a lovely day. Hey, yeah. Gonna be a lovely day. Yeah. Gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day. It's gonna be a lovely day, 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 lovely day. It's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Yeah, it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day, lovely day. It's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day.
I was wondering when he gonna end the song. You know, it's like a tickle up at the top of it or whatever. I just go with it.
Yeah.
Let him play more. He did all right.
Yeah, I mean he's okay. No, Sam has been a really big part of what I do. Sam is very honest. He's very, he's very honest. You know, so a lot of times whenever we're doing something, certain songs, just tell you the truth. Some songs, if it don't work for me, be like, yeah, just leave that song alone.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what happens when you have a house band gig. There were many, many nights where it was just like, what do we sing? And we just always came up with something. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But
Yeah.
it's always good to have.
It's an experiment.
Yeah, it's good to have an
Yeah.
accompanist who can at least follow you wherever you want to go.
And tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. The worst part, I feel like, with anything creative is when somebody just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
they're like, I'm just
Yeah,
here.
I've been there.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. That's when we walk away.
Oh,
Yeah.
Check
Yeah,
later.
exactly. You can tell when people care.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys do all kinds of things, you weddings and parties and all that. So that's, you were telling me the other day, you kind of have to learn a lot of different songs, right?
Yeah. I mean,
well, especially with weddings, whatever the bride wants is
oh
what you will do.
man, I know Bridezillas. Woo! What's the craziest request or one of them? Does anything come to mind that like really kind of hurt to do?
This is easy, and I ended up. Ooh, there was a wedding as a band that I performed with in Nashville, and we were in Louisville, Kentucky, and they wanted me to do an Eminem song.
Oh man, wow.
The
Yeah.
moment, the never let it go. I was like,
Woo!
and I did it.
Oh, you well.
If that video
yeah.
ever surfaces anywhere, I will find who posted. Because here's the thing, it's like a thing that her and her husband, they were like, we love Eminem or whatever. And I told the band leader, I was like, I don't rap. You know what I'm saying? I can talk in rhythm, but
Yeah.
man, don't rap, you know? And they were like, well, you know, just kind of improvise. And they said, by the time everyone's had a few and they're having
Yeah.
fun or whatever, nobody cares anyway. No, everybody was like waiting, so you hear the don't. His palms are sweaty. Don't. I made up so many words, trying to
Yeah.
edit like all the stuff, and I was like, man, that is the craziest request. You know.
That is
Then I will
crazy.
always come back. You only got one shot. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. But all the other stuff, yeah, I will never do that again.
That's
ever.
funny.
Craziest story. It was easy for me to tell you that.
That's
That was
funny.
the easiest story.
I was just
Easily.
texting with a producer friend of mine who's actually from Chattanooga, but he's watching Tiggy. Do you know him?
Oh,
Yeah.
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 I've heard the name.
He's great. But anyway, he just produced some songs for Khalid's new album.
Mm-hmm.
And you reminded me because you'd think it would be rap, and it's not.
Oh,
It's-
really?
Yeah, it's really chill.
Oh, cool.
So you should check it out.
Is it a hybrid of the two? Like it's kind of like a little bit.
I'll have
on
to
the
play
hip-hop
some
side?
for you. So it's not. It's more like I don't know. It's different. It's a little
Gotcha.
bit like romantic, actually. I'll play
Yeah.
some for you.
That's
But
neat.
anyway, yeah, it's strange to hear a soul singer like you say that they did Eminem.
What
So
my
that made me think
choice.
of it.
I thought it was going to be
Yeah.
Rocky Top for sure.
Oh, I've done Rocky
my
Top.
gosh.
I've
Can't
done
do a
Rocky
wedding
Oh my
without doing
gosh,
Rocky Top,
that's
right?
funny.
Corn don't grow on top of a rocky top, down in the Tennessee hills.
That's the
That's
best
why
of it.
all the folks on the Rocky Top ain't no telephone bills. Oh, Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
See, I think I could
That's
get
the
next.
best.
to do
That's
it.
the best I've heard.
I could get next to
song.
that version.
Yeah. I could like that. I like that. Yeah. So what do you guys want to do next?
I don't know, Barry. What do you want to hear?
Well, Al Green was at the top. Otis would be
that's
the
good.
last one. You just I hear so much Stevie Wonder in your voice too.
Well, we
so
can do some Stevie. Yeah. We do some Stevie. I love Stevie Wonder. He's another one. You can either go really wrong or really.
his shows are that way too. If he goes too deep,
Yeah.
it's you want to hear the hits. But if
Yeah.
he goes too deep cuts, then
Yeah.
it's not
That's
what you
true.
want to hear. But
Well, see, I'm a true Stevie fan. All the songs that
I
never
love
were like
Stevie.
popular,
Mhm.
those songs on the album.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
He's got a lot of spirit. Oh. Oh, your mom.
My mama
that.
said hello. Cheryl Jack
Sure.
said hello. Everybody said hello. Hey, people.
Hi.
I don't know. Already gave
Mom.
her a shout out, so she's gonna have to go back and watch it.
After you insulted her, called
Yeah.
her nosy.
I'll hear about that later.
She's just a leader,
Yeah.
boss lady.
You made my soul a burning fire. You're getting to be my one desire. You're getting to be all that matters to me. And let me tell you, girl, I hope and pray each day I live a little more love I'd have to give. A little more love that's devoted and true. 'Cause all I do is think about you. All I do is think about you. All I do is think about you. You.
See, that's when let Sam play again a little bit.
And let me tell you, girl, I light a candle every day and pray that you'll always feel this way, and pray that our love will forever be new. Let me tell you, girl, if I cannot have you for my own, I'd rather be lost alone. I'd rather be thinking the way that I do. 'Cause all I do is think about you. 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 All I do is think about you.
And this is what we break it down usually.
Say thinking, baby, about you, baby. Thinking, baby, about you, baby. I'm thinking, baby, give it to me, baby. Thinking, baby, about you, baby. All I do is think about you. All I do is think about you. All I do is think about you. All I do is think about you.
So yeah,
So
you see how we look at each other.
with love,
love
with
it.
love.
I love it.
Yeah,
love it.
so good. So
We
good.
should say
We
thanks
should-
to the studio
Yes,
at the library.
the library here. And I
And
want to tell people if they can hear you on the internet or live, and tell people that.
Well, you can find me on all social media outlets.
Worse.
You know,
Yes.
I know. You can find me. I do have a
Yeah.
fan page as well. I have my personal page. I have a fan page. Jermaine Purifory Entertainment. I'm on Instagram. I'm still on Twitter. People don't do Twitter as much,
I
but
know.
I
I
still
don't
tweet.
do it as you do.
Yeah.
You
every
like
now and then.
it?
I do. It's not. I'm not as interactive as I used to be.
What do you like about it? I've never gotten that into
That
it.
you have a limit to what you can say.
Oh.
It's only a bunch. Other platforms like Facebook, people just sometimes people say too much. But
Yeah.
Twitter, they will cut you off after you know you can't post everything. You're limited to what
You
you
gotta
can say.
keep it simple, stupid.
Absolutely.
Kiss. That's a journalism term.
Keep it
Kiss.
simple, stupid. But you can
Kiss.
find me. I am working on a
Yeah.
website. I am releasing an EP soon. Look for it. I've been working and doing a lot of covers, but you know I've gotten away from doing original music. About a couple of years ago, I got in the studio with my homeboy DJ. I don't know if y'all know DJ, but he's a drummer. He's a great musician in the city. Shout out to DJ Big Bam. You crazy Bam Bam. You know you crazy Bam Bam.
Bam Bam.
He'll know. Everybody else knows what I'm
Oh,
talking
Bam
about.
Bam.
But he's been helping. We've been in the studio. He's producing my material. He's awesome, and
Cool.
it's really cool. You know, just get your dance shoes ready because all of it is
Okay.
just dance music.
Oh,
you know,
fun.
all of it. You know.
I wish there were more places to dance here. Like the only place I go is Alan Gold's.
You go to Alan Gold's?
Of
dude?
course.
See, I hadn't
do you,
been.
Do you know all my friends?
No, I hadn't.
Hey guys.
Listen, I don't. Listen, there's a place that you can dance like. Well, if you go to the Palms on the right night, you know.
Right.
Palms, you know, but the
I've
dance
heard
floor gets
that.
very, very crowded. You know, like so it's just like a
know.
thing where after a while you don't really want to dance no more. So you know, it's just there are places to dance. I know for me when I'm performing. Sam would tell you, like, I'm always pulling people out of the audience. Like,
Yeah.
anybody who's ever been a part of
That's
one of my
fun.
epic Soul Train lines, they know.
Oh.
You know, I'm going to make you
Oh.
very uncomfortable and make you dance. You know?
Oh yeah.
You know, because the
I like
person
that.
who came there waiting to just kind of let loose, it's my job to help them do that. And that's what my
Yeah.
EP is kind of
That's
celebratory
fun.
of. Just dance music.
That's fun.
So-
Are you always this happy?
No.
Is he?
It's a choice, Barry. It's a choice every day.
I love it. I love
I've
it.
seen Jermaine mad one time.
One time he's
Well,
been
the
mad.
happy
Oh,
people.
Lord, we're gonna talk about that.
If you really get us mad, there's a problem.
That's
Like,
the problem,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, because I'm pretty happy too. But if
Yeah.
I can snap,
Slow to anger.
can I, Shaquem?
I get
Well,
it.
you know what? I feel like life, there's so much going on. You know, you have to be happy. You have to smile. You know,
Yeah.
it's a choice.
It
like
is
you
a
said,
choice.
It is
so.
a choice.
I love it. It's great.
You know.
Every time we talk, you're always happy, excited,
Yeah.
and ready
Good
to go,
energy.
so.
Good energy.
Now watch Bear's gonna catch me like one day. He's gonna be like, "What happened to the
I saw, I
Jermaine
pushed.
that's so
pushed
happy
too
all
far.
the time?" You know, I have my moments like anyone else.
Just
but
start dancing.
You gotta
Start
dance.
dancing with him.
There we
and
go.
he'll
Gotta
be,
dance.
He'll be good again.
I feel so spoiled today. I want to hear some
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do let's talk about what's going. Let's do what's going on.
What's going on?
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the world today, and Marvin,
man,
Gaye, he
you're
knew.
killing me today.
The funny thing is he is a good friend of Sam and the
Yeah.
Impressions, so they tell me stories about him, and I'm always like, tell me more, you know?
Oh, tell me everything.
Yeah, they were writing about stuff that is still just relevant to what's going on.
Yeah,
So,
History always repeats itself.
it does. It does. I'm doing all of Barry's favorites today, ain't
you're
I?
killing it.
Thank you.
Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Ooh, brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. See, war is not the answer, 'cause only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Pick a line and pick a side. Don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Can you tell you what's going on? What's going on? Ooh. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, da, 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 da. we can see, yeah, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Can I tell you what's going on? Ooh, da, 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 yeah. Ooh, hey, can I tell you what's going on? What's going on? Tell you what's going on, going on. Tell you what's going on, going on. Tell me what's going on, going on. Tell me what's going on, going on. Tell me what's going on, going on. What's going on, going on? Can I tell you what's going on?
Barry has the biggest smile on his face, and when I'm looking over at either he's really happy or he's like,
He's in it. He's
It's
in
genuine,
it. He's
man.
in it.
It's genuine.
He's in it like Stevie.
yes.
So cool.
Yeah.
So
I like watching your hands when you're singing.
Oh, I
Like,
don't mind. My hands do
Yeah.
weird things. So
Mine do too when I'm
please
talking.
excuse the
Yeah.
hands.
No, I like it. I like it. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's working.
Yeah, that's one of my
It's cool.
favorite songs. It's very relevant to what we're going through.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye just asked a very, very relevant question.
What
What's going
the
on?
F is going on?
What is going on? It's just all you gotta say. If you turn on the TV, if you get on CNN, if you get on social media, it's just like what really is going on?
what the-
You know?
WTF.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I love Leslie. Just so y'all know.
Oh, wow.
Leslie.
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 Wow, that makes my day. Okay.
Jermaine, you said you're working on an album. When do you think we ready?
Well, and that's why I called DJ Bam Bam. I was like, what should I say? Because I've done that before. I've done this before where I say I'm putting out material.
Right.
And it doesn't come out when I say it's a lot of it's not
Yeah.
my fault, you know.
Of course not.
A lot of times, you know, I've been working with different people who may or may not follow through. I've had a couple of indie deals in the past.
Musicians,
you know,
people, creative people not following through. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Never.
Never.
But, you know, I was working in a situation with an indie label. It was like, we're going to do this. So you guys did a spread on me when I went to the Grammys. And I was like, March. And March came and went. There was no music. So I'm always very careful. But I talked to my producer, and I was like, listen, it's safe to say that if we don't get the actual EP out between now and the holidays, at least the single will be out. And then at the very top of the year, the project will be released.
Cool.
That's the safest thing. Hopefully we might be able to get the project out before. But Frosty is on his way. So you don't want to run into Christmas.
Frosty,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So definitely a single will be out.
Are there any live gigs or anything coming up? I think that's kind of what somebody go see you.
You know, when I'm off the road, it's good because I do want to do more local stuff. We just did some stuff at Urban Grind, the band TSJ Soul that I sing lead for as well locally.
Okay.
And we're trying to do some more stuff at Urban Grind. Hopefully, I can say this. I'm wanting to do something at the Guitar Museum. Johnny Smith, shout out to Johnny Smith.
yeah.
He's such a good dude.
He's such a nice person.
I love Johnny, and of
He's
course,
a legit, genuinely nice person.
just
We
so
can't
much
say that
respect for him,
everybody.
you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And Damien works for him. He's a frat brother of mine,
Damien's
my roommate.
cool.
You know
Yeah,
Damien?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, we gotta
I
talk.
do.
Shout out to Damien, my frat brother, my roommate. But no,
He's a
he
nice
works
guy.
for him, and he was saying he wanted me to. So hopefully we'll be able to do something like that. You know, Sam and I will be doing a Christmas single actually together as well.
Oh, fun.
You know, so
we need to talk.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
an idea. I got an idea.
Yeah.
you got an idea, Barry?
Working on
Barry's
something.
wheels are turning right
Yeah,
now.
I
His
know
wheels
you're
are
doing
just turning
something.
right now.
She said the
Yeah.
magic words.
I'm just
there.
along for the ride.
Yeah. Well, lastly,
Plans.
you got to come along for the ride.
I'll come. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
gonna
I'll
throw
come to the
you-
Grammys with you next time, too. We'll do a big story about it.
Yeah. Well, if
Right?
I ever were to get nominated in the future, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Last song, I'm gonna throw you a curve because you've already
Oh.
hit the 4.
The hit-
I'm scared.
Do one from the Impressions if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I told Sam to be prepared for this,
Ah.
and he right before we left the house. So let me do it. See.
Sam is always prepared.
Oh yeah. He stay ready.
He's born ready.
Mm-hmm. This is like the like one of the staple songs. They have many of them, but all over the world, especially in UK, man. The minute they hear the song, people just
They're
we don't have to
crazy.
sing it, you know.
Wow. That's cool. It's a cool feeling.
So this is dedicated to Fred Cash, Sam Good. I love you guys.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you.
Sweet.
People get ready, there's a train coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. Now people get ready for the train to Jordan. Oh no, picking up passengers coast to coast. Now faith is the key, open the doors and waters. See, there's hope for all among those loved the most. Now there ain't no room for the hopeless sinner who would hurt all mankind just to save his own. Believe me now, have pity on those whose chances grow thinner, for there's no hiding place against the kingdom's throne. This is what we say, everyone sing. So people get ready, there's a train. Branson, I sing it.
Mess it up.
You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. You don't need no ticket. This way, let me just kind of have my own church moment.
All right.
They say take your time. That's what we say at church. You don't need no ticket. Said you don't need no ticket. They always tell me to say this. You gotta say you look toward heaven. You just look toward heaven. They're like, sing again, say it again. You just look toward heaven. You just look toward and just thank the Lord. It's always a great moment. Oh, man, you took me back. You took me back. I love you guys. I love the impressions.
Yeah.
What a great day.
What they always tell me, they say, when you get to that part, you say, you just got to let the audience do what they do. You got to let them eat out of the palm of your hand. And so sometimes I rush, but, oh, people. He's like, no. Just say, thank the Lord, because you can't. What
Let it
they've taught
ride.
me, one of the biggest lessons out of the many they taught me is that from our generation, we just sing a lot of time, and we don't have any clue what we're talking about. It was like what we did is after they put me through a boot camp of many rehearsals, they were like, now we know you can sing the notes. Now we know that you can sing the songs, but we have to feel something.
You need to feel
And
it.
he was like, and these people out here, they're going to know, because first for my age, I'm much younger than they are. So when I walk at every crowd that I've had to sing for in any arena, the first couple of songs, they're just kind of like,
Getting to know
yeah,
you.
sure.
Getting to
"Ooh,
know
these young
you.
kids." Now them two, because they're original, so they're like, oh,
Yeah.
Fred Sam. Then I come out and I'm singing, say it's all right, have a good time, cause it's all right, whoa, it's all right. I haven't won them over yet.
Yeah.
So I'm warming up, and then they see, okay, this kid can hang
Yeah.
with the old school cats.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I have
Yeah.
to prove myself
Gotta
every
prove it.
single audience, because easily they can be like, I wasn't born when these songs were written and
Yeah.
recorded. So they were like, if you come and you sing this music and you don't feel it, they're going to know.
Yep.
They're
people
going to know, and you're going to feel it back from them. So you have to feel it. That's why I just have fallen in love with the lyrics that they wrote of Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah,
There were stories back then. Marvin Gaye, they wrote, and they came from the heart.
You gotta mean it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I've learned that from them. They were like, yeah, we know you can sing, young blood, is what they call me, young blood. We know you can sing, but can you feel this
Wow.
music? That's
Yeah.
what makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. It's a big deal. Yep.
I think Lassie got some tears in her eyes. She looked like she tearing up.
I was.
What a good day.
I
As long as it's good tears for a good reason.
I have no problem feeling it and living it. So, yeah.
Old
Yeah.
school soul day
Yeah.
today. Songs with meaning too. That's
Yeah.
great. What a great selection. We didn't know what you were going to pick. We talked about it a little bit, but you did good.
Well, thank you very much,
It
Barry.
was fun.
We
So
felt
much
we
fun.
felt it. Felt
Yeah,
it.
so much fun. I hope all you guys out there loved it.
Yeah,
but,
thanks for everyone
Yeah.
who tuned in and watched. I appreciate it. everyone.
Much love. Much
So,
love. This is a
Jermaine,
fun day. Sam,
Thank you guys.
man with the plan over there.
Sam with the plan.
Thanks to the
Silent
guys
killer.
for the sound. It sounded
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah,
in the
thank you all,
studio
too.
here,
Thank
so.
you.
Yeah.
Make me sound better than what I am. I promise.
That was
No.
All the
no.
reverb. So
You good? Okay.
thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Happy hump day.